Latest business news now then on the programme, and a new investigation in the world's biggest tech companies. It's been launched, in fact, in the United States, and our business editor, Stephen Carroll, is here with all the details. Stephen.
Stuart, big tech has been facing increasing scrutiny on both sides of the Atlantic, but this is a new investigation from the US Federal Trade Commission looking into smaller companies that have been bought up by big names over the last decade, those which were too small to be officially reported under competition law. Now, the US antitrust regulator wants to know if those tech groups bought startups in a way that may have been anti-competitive. Their investigation will look at all acquisitions made by Google's parent company, Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Facebook and Microsoft, all transactions that took place over that 10-year period. And what the FTC wants to see is details on information relating to why these startups were bought and how. This is just the latest investigation by the FTC into these major companies amid calls from some Democratic presidential candidates to break them up. Meanwhile, an EU court is to start hearing Google's appeal against a €2.4 billion fine from the European Commission. The penalty was handed down in 2017 after the Commission found Google had unfairly promoted its shopping service in search results. The EU's General Court will hear appeal arguments over the coming 3 days. This is, though, just one of several major fines the EU has hit Google with in recent years. Nissan is suing its former chairman Carlos Ghosn in a Japanese court for the equivalent of €83 million in damages. The carmaker is seeking compensation in a civil case for what it says are lapses and errors in his management. Carlos Ghosn fled house arrest in Japan at the end of last year. He'd been facing criminal charges for financial misconduct. The world's biggest smartphone maker has unveiled a new flip phone ahead of the Mobile World Congress later this month. It's the South Korean company Samsung's second attempt to seduce consumers with a folding screen model. Manufacturers are hoping the new design will help to boost flagging sales of smartphones. But will a foldable phone be enough to kickstart the market? Yuka Royer has more.
There are days when I'm down on the floor.
Another try. After the disastrous debut of its first foldable smartphone last year, Samsung's new offering looks like a makeup compact to hit the shelves on Valentine's Day.
When I'm ready to use it, all I have to do is flip it open, and I get a full-size 6.7-inch screen with hardly any bezel.
Starting at $1,380, the Galaxy Z Flip is much cheaper than last year's Galaxy Fold, which cost around $2,000. That model faced delays following reports of screens breaking. Foldables didn't really take off in 2019. Huawei launched its own version in November, but only in China. Political tensions, as well as reduced appetite for expensive new phones, were partly to blame. Global smartphone sales are estimated to have declined by 2% last year, the first contraction in more than a decade. But with the arrival of 5G technologies, shipments are expected to pick up this year, and analysts say it could give a boost to folding phones.
I think foldables are an exciting new category. They're totally different. They drive you to use your phone in very different ways. And I think people are actually going to really like it. They're not going to like the price point, and that's a challenge.
According to research firm Gartner, foldable phones will account for 5% of high-end phones by 2023, selling about 30 million units.
Let's take a look at what's happening on the markets next for you. European shares starting the day up, although not by much, it has to be said. Shares in the French luxury group Kering, though, are up by 3% in Paris. That's after their latest results. The owner of Gucci warning, though, that coronavirus could hit its sales in China. On the Asian markets, shares ticking up again today. Investors hoping that the worst of the coronavirus outbreak is over now. Shares in Hong Kong hitting their highest level in 3 weeks earlier, up just under 0.9% a short time ago. And finally for me, a lingerie brand backed by the singer Rihanna has come under fire for apparently using deceptive marketing practices. The consumer group Truth in Advertising has complained to the US Federal Trade Commission that the brand is ensnaring consumers into unwanted monthly charges. It says when a customer tries to buy something from the Savage X Fenty site that they're automatically signed up for a subscription service that can cost up to $50 a month. Now, the company says those accusations are false and that it believes strongly in transparency. which may or may not be a good thing when you're a lingerie company.
That's very, that's very true. I was going to ask if you feel like you've been ensnared, Stephen.
I don't.
But
I feel immune.
okay, well, there you go. Our business editor, Stephen Carroll on France 24.